Joanne Calderwood versus Paige VanZant. Now this is a fight to be excited about. I was a little surprised when I saw this. The reason I was surprised is Paige VanZant, she's a good fighter. She's pretty exciting to watch fight. You know, I like her just fine. But she does not really jump out at me as anything that's really that great. Now, she's super popular. Paige VanZant is super popular. People really like her. Everybody wants to interview her. I'd say it's because she's cute. I don't really think she's any cuter than some girl off the street. I definitely think Joanne Calderwood is cuter, if we're going to go there. I mean, I'm just saying. But that's more my style of chick, like a tomboy, like real athletic, fit body, athletic chick. You know, Joanne Calderwood, she's got cool hair. She's got tattoos now. I mean, you know, and then just her fight skills are just awesome. So, you know, I was like, man, the UFC is putting her up against Joanne Calderwood. What do they want her to lose? Because I would have thought that they want this girl to keep winning. They think she's going to beat Joanne Calderwood? Maybe they do. Maybe they think, hey, Joanne Calderwood's pretty popular too. People know her. So maybe that's what they're thinking. You know, they're probably not thinking anything. They just made the fight, but there's a certain amount of that goes on in the UFC. I mean, look at the girls there in the UFC. It's like, you know, who's the girl that just won Invicta? I forget, but like, you know, not all female fighters are really attractive. But you wouldn't know it looking. It's like they really, you know, how much hype do we see around Miesha Tate? I mean, of course, Miesha Tate is fine as all heck, you know, but so I totally get it, but you know, I mean, I guess it's just marketing. But this is a marketable fight, that's all I'm saying. You got, at least marketable from their perspective. But anyway, man, I think Joanne Calderwood is going to just spoil the party. I mean, the Paige VanZant party. I don't see what Paige VanZant has for Joanne Calderwood in this fight. Yeah, I looked at her record. You know, she's got a couple submissions. Because she's not going to beat Joanne Calderwood in stand-up. That ain't going to happen. Because she won a decision? Possibly. But, I mean, she literally, to win a decision, she's going to have to just wrestle Joanne Calderwood to death. And we haven't really seen anybody do that. You know, I've seen a couple fights with Joanne Calderwood that were slightly lackluster compared to how outstanding and entertaining some of her other fights were. But that's just kind of goes along when you have these really amazing performances against fighters who are not as good as you, then you fight somebody that's more at your level. Of course, it's not going to be as exciting. You get spoiled. It's like you know, it's like Andrei Arlovski, Travis Brown. I mean, it's so exciting. Then when he goes and fights Frank Mir and wins, you know, it looks lackluster. But hey, I mean, you can't, you know, it's like Metallica. Like, you know, oh, Metallica's music stinks now. Well, it does, but I mean, trying to top Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning and Justice for All, I mean, those albums are hard to top. You know what I mean? So. But Joanne Calderwood is 28 years old. She does not look like it. But in my opinion, that could just about be prime age of a fighter. There's probably no such thing as a prime age, but if you're going to pick a prime age, I would say around 26, 27, 28 years old. And she hasn't been fighting since she was like 16 years old or anything like that, you know. Paige VanZant, she's only 21 years old, so she's young. Well, this should be a really good fight. I'm excited. I'm obviously rooting for Joanne Calderwood. I don't know what the odds are going to be. I am suspecting that Joanne Calderwood would be the favorite. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I would think she would be the favorite. They probably would have her the favorite by slightly, but I think I think she should be the favorite by quite a bit. And I expect Joanne Calderwood to win this fight. Could she lose? Yeah, she could lose. I would be very disappointed if she loses. Not only because I like Joanne Calderwood better as a fighter, but I also just think she's better, and I think she's going to win this fight. So if they're thinking Paige VanZant party, well, that ain't going to be the Paige VanZant party. I expect Joanne Calderwood to win this fight, and this should be a really entertaining fight. And this will be a big win for Joanne Calderwood as well. She goes in there and beats Paige VanZant. It's going to be pretty cool for her, and I think Joanne Calderwood got submitted, and by Rose Namajunas. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. She got submitted by her, and hopefully she's learned from that, and she's went and practiced, and her ground game has got a little bit better. Because I think when she first kind of got into women's MMA, she didn't have too much of a ground game. She was one of those fighters that as soon as they hit the ground, they're just frantically trying to get up like a Kung Lee, nothing but stand up, no ground game at all. So hopefully she's worked on that, and I expect to see her better than ever, and I think that's what it will take to beat Paige VanZant. This is by no means an easy fight. It's not going to be like some of the other girls that she's fought where they're just going to stand there and she's going to tee off on them. It's not going to be like that. She's got to have good takedown defense and good ground game, but we're going to probably see some stand up too. And hey, look at Carla Esparza. It's like this girl just taking wrestling, and we just thought, man, this girl, she'll beat everybody, with wrestling and everything. And so, people kind of sleeping on stand up fighters is what I'm saying. Conor McGregor, another one, stand-up fighter, just destroying people. For a while there was like everybody's like, oh, gotta be a wrestler, gotta be a wrestler. Now it's like the wrestlers are taking a back seat to some of these stand-up fighters, and it's pretty good to see. Yeah, I didn't say her name because when Carla Esparza fought Joanne Jojecek, I'm bad at pronouncing the names. It kind of showed like, boom, a stand-up fighter just dominating like a wrestler, and I'm hoping we could see something like that with the Joanne Calderwood Paige VanZant, and just see Joanne Calderwood put a stand-up clinic on her, and that's what I'm hoping to see. And this is a fight to be excited about, and I will see you guys later.